Dumelang, Tsibinki. Yo, just want to apologize for the last couple of weeks. We haven't been uploading. I wish I could tell you there was a story behind that. Nah, I was just a bit lazy, but also it was one of those things. I was busy with the project about Wi-Fi in South Africa and in Southern Africa. So, as part of our my mobile school university, we're trying to get women who have graduated and teach them how to fix phones, because I feel like a lot of women are not into that industry about fixing screen phones, and I think that's another way to just get into getting women more into the hardware of technology, and then as soon as they understand the hardware, they'll move to the software, because there's not a lot of places that are saying women should be involved in the hardware part. It's always on some software, create apps, and then the women that get funded for creating those apps are always focused on like women things, which is weird because it just puts women in the same box of innovation, which is like start a company that focuses on clothes, start a company that focuses on cleaning material and design, like womanly stuff, as if men cannot do those. But I think more women need to get into the hardware, to get into understanding what type of camera is used for facial recognition. Can they do that type of technology and create apps that focus not only on their needs? This thing of like women need to come up with solutions for their need also is like weird. Women should just be innovative, even if they come up with shit for short people. Doesn't matter if they come up with issues for Indian women, which excludes all the other races, of black women. That's okay, but it shouldn't be a one for all type of mentality when it comes to women. So to start off, please remember, do not like, do not subscribe, do not share. Welcome to Mobile School Podcast, man. Like this week I want to talk about selling nothing. So there's this new NFT phase that's going on where white people are white peopling. So white people have decided, hey, let's sell nothing. So they call them NFT, which stands for non-fungible tokens. So I'll just give you a bit of a breakdown from what I just Googled and researched for like a few days when it was going on about the Michael Jackson dunk and buying tweets from Jack, which is weird to have somebody of that stature promoting that type of fuckery. But it's okay. It's okay. That's not our focus at the moment. Our focus is, what does it mean to have an NFT? So you can sell your art that's already available, right? So let's say this video, I can sell it for an NFT. So the person who owns it, that's where it always gets like weird. Somebody who owns it, but they don't own it, right? So it's like, yeah, like a painting, like any other painting. You can buy the original, you can buy the print. You don't own the original, right? So it's the same thing, but with the tokens, it's weird. So it's like you're paying for a folder, which is weird when you can just get all those things. But if we all believe in it, the same way we believe in Bitcoin, the same way we believe in money, which is just paper. And I'm not gonna do that whole lecture about money was connected to gold, was a receipt for gold, and then it moved from there. Like, no, I'm not doing that type of podcast. I'm trying to be very positive and focus on education and not go on to unnecessary rants. So with NFT, I don't think that's something you should waste your time on if you're somebody that's into investments, right? So I think Forex people ruined our ability to get involved into trading because they've made it a scam, but it's not a scam, but that's another topic. So don't waste your time on NFTs. I know you think, oh, this could be one of those situations where if I jump in early, it might end up being a big deal and I can make my money, and you're watching a whole lot of memes about how if you had invested $1 in Amazon in this year or in Apple in this year, by now you'd be like, don't do that. With NFTs, it's not gonna work out. We also want to talk about the Wits protests. They've become very violent, but it seems like nobody's willing to talk about the main issues. So the main issues are financial exclusion. What is financial exclusion? Financial exclusion in universities is a situation where they say, hey, we're going to give you finances. Let's say the government's going to pay for you, or you're going to pay for yourself to get a service, which is the education. And the government said they're going to let people get their education for free and stuff, so people believe them. But financial exclusions is based on the fact that the university has a budget for how many students they can help with their internal finances, and how much the government is willing to help with those that they cannot help. But other than that, there were students who were going on with their education because they felt like, yeah, we still want to progress. We support you guys, but we're not getting involved in this one too much. And I respect that, where now the protest is not focused on making sure that not everybody else. Some of the people who were protesting are people who have flunked. So if you flunk, they pull out the money because clearly they see it as like you're not serious, but they have to understand there's some issues. You probably didn't have a place to stay. You're sleeping on a couch. Like as a black dude or black woman, it's hard to like just focus 1 year and just kill it when you have to worry about food and shit. So on that issue, we at Mobile School 100% support the protest, but at the same time, we keep telling you, join the Mobile School University, guys. Like, it's very important that we get into online tertiary certificates and education. We need to re-educate ourselves. Like, as black people, we understand that the issues that universities are facing, from the fact that not a lot of black people get into like the STEM subjects. When they get to varsity, they get into sociology, like psychology, yuck. But the issue becomes, how do we make sure that the university input, black input we put in universities, the number of people that are of black descendancy we put into the university, how many of those are going to study science, technology, engineering, and then figure out why not 90%, because in high school that's what happens when they ask you to choose, and all of us are like, nah, I'm not gonna do this. I'm gonna do geography because maths is hard. But maths is not hard if you don't have the resources and the teachers dedicated to making it seem easy for you. You of course gonna think it's hard, and the people are like, no, my mind doesn't grasp numbers. No, you had a shitty teacher. I had a shitty teacher. We all had shitty teachers, and that affects us when we get to university. So for the protest, please try to move into online. I know it's still not taken seriously, but Google is now starting to get like certificates for some of the lessons that they provide on their platforms, and that's a very good thing. So yeah, let's focus on that. And then rest in peace to the President of Tanzania. The guy was a homophobe. The guy was a COVIDiot, and the dude was not a cool dude. Like, I mean, may he so rest in peace, but yuck, man. Like that, like I can't stand homophobes. And then when they die, we have to act like, no, like, yeah, but death is different. Like, dude, people are getting killed because of his fucking decisions of being a fucking homophobe in Tanzania. But yeah, he passed away. Nobody knows what happened. Some are saying it's COVID. Some are saying it was poison. Oh, of course, the conspiracy theorists are losing their shit. Like, oh, no. This is what he said. He was talking about the positive test from a pawpaw. Shut the fuck up. We're quite busy at the moment. People are going to die. People are not going to be able to travel because, and this is a nice segue, because the government in Europe are trying to introduce like a green digital passport. So basically your digital passport, which is your tests. If you've been vaccinated, you have to prove it online. It's probably going to be those things where you scan and it says, yeah, you got vaccinated at this age, and without it, you might be in trouble. They might lock you up and say, don't travel. So it's going to start in Europe and then it's going to spread. Now, the problem is in Africa, we're not vaccinated, so we won't be able to move. The thing is, you might think because of technology, it's easier to do business, but the ability to move in and out of places and being in certain spaces helps you in business. Like, if you're trying to sell like an idea in Nigeria, if people are not going to come in you can play with those drones as much as you want, but the fact that they haven't stepped foot in that area, if they want to help you build a smart stadium, you're in trouble, man. So we should push our governments to make sure that we get vaccinated as soon as possible. As soon as possible, guys. It's not a fucking joke. Africa, I'm talking to you, African leaders, these old motherfuckers must go. They must go. We don't understand why we still don't have like proper rollouts for vaccines. It's like, we didn't even ask for this. So if we keep voting for them, these are the consequences and the shit we have to deal with. I think that's it for today. Have a good evening. See you again next week.